For today's video, I ground my Object 140 today. Now, I had totally forgot that this tank existed, partly because I've been playing low tiers, but out of all the tier 10s I've ever owned, the 140 and the 62A, the Russian medium, seem to be the least interesting and effective tanks to play in my garage right now. So I was going to play the Patton, but I want to 3-mark this tank to get over it and, played 10 games in it. It's not the greatest in the current meta, but I figured it's always fun to be the underdog. Let's give this thing a try, and that way I can kind of work on increasing the Mark of Excellence anyways. Currently, I'm at 90.57% on the Mark of Excellence with a really bad session. I did a lot of spotting, not a lot of damage, and so I don't have a lot of win 8, but at least my Mark of Excellence is going up. Alright, so the first game that I played was on Airfield. Now, I'm not showing Airfield on my YouTube channel anymore. I think, unless it's a really interesting game on the map, that map's, complete trash. I don't understand how Wargaming... Oof, I'm salty today. Basically, I don't understand how there's maps like Airfield that have not been reworked. What the fuck? There's nothing interesting about that map. No one is yay, Airfield. No, I've never heard anyone say it's their anyways, we're on the map El Haluf. This map is almost as bad as Airfield. However, in this case, there's only 2 already. On Airfield, there was 3. So there's something good about this map, I guess. What I'm going to do to start off is we're going to go to C2 and shock everyone with the new plays. Maybe we'll hit someone. Nah, hit dirt. Alright. Well, there's an RHM, so I don't think I can really play the short route, unless that mound is in the... Oh, fuck yeah, we're totally going short. I want to get shots in these players. Oh, yes! Holy shit, that went in. Okay, hopefully no one hits me. I think this guy might spot me right here. I'll put a shot into him. Holy fuck. Oh my god, what an opening. Can you believe that? That's got to be the best opening I've ever had on this. Once I blind shotted someone with an IS-7 crossing right here, but that was better. Holy shit. Alright, so we didn't stop once. Now, being a medium, should be here first because Russian medium. And I'm just going to watch this cross. The 4th... Hello. Okay, ignore the No, don't ignore the STB. That's called a bad play. He's going to shoot at us. Now, interestingly, this Leo almost blocked me, which would have been really annoying. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit like this and deal with this bullshit map. Anyone who sits kind of where the STB was sitting is going to get shit on by Artie. Then if I went over here, like this bat shot. Let's just watch the bat shot. I'm going to point my gun at the enemies. Alright, now we watch the bat shot. Okay, 430, you got clicked. Click the bat shot. Come on, guys. He's going to get spotted in a sec here. I think I'll point my gun over here. How is this guy still not dead? He'll die soon enough, honestly. Alright, so the Patton's pushing up. I'm just going to keep watching that bat shot, because that's a lot of potential. Yag's crossing. Alright, we're going to try to track this guy. Okay, missed the track. That's fine. Looks like that guy got hit for 600. Incredible. The Proteto's watching this, so everyone's going to be watching this angle, honestly. So unless the E4 takes the hits, not really going to do much. This guy's an autoloader. Let's not poke on him. Okay, and that's the SCB. So that SCB-1's going to control the red line. The poor Batshot didn't look at the enemy team lineup. Incredible. This guy's in the open. See if we can nail him. Yeah, good. We're up to 1,200 off the top of my head. There you go, 1,253. And then these guys are getting rushed. So I think we'll win this fight, hands down. That's the thing. I don't really think running away is a good option right here, because... Okay, everyone's running away. We have to run away. It's like you're playing with teals who leave the flank way too early. Now this E4 is super fucked. I can't fight them. They're going to be held down, right? It's not worth it for me to even try. What I can do is I can come over to this angle and try to make it work, especially if the Jagdpanzer's willing to shoot at other players. And then here, this angle. Leopards run away. We have 3 tanks left. They have 8. All right, let's just leave. So in this situation, it doesn't make sense for me to stay. Do I sound demoralized? I love this map. It's a great map. Wargaming is really good at map design. Especially for tier 10s, man. Alright, so we've come to the bitch position. I like this name for this position right here. We should get really good shots down the one line from this spot. If they poke on this IS-7, you see, we have shots. For them to poke on the IS-7, they have to come wide. That's good for us. I'm keeping my ass towards the enemy. This is the bitch position after all. Forgive me. My videos are not designed for kids, but regardless, this position's pretty decent. We'll have shots on people, and hopefully we can just kind of keep this guy tracked here, honestly. Put one more shot. He should die pretty quick. quickly, especially if these go in. There you go. This guy should blind fire at me. I wonder if he's shot. The IS-7's lucky to be on 8 HP. He's going to get flanked, though. Then he's going to die. Brilliant. Okay, so the 430's gone up to spot for us, which I really appreciate, because he's going to give me more damage, which helps my mark of excellence, and my win 8, which is what I want. Good, and this is just damage farming. We're up to 2,400 damage. Interestingly, the scores are even. So what I'm going to do is I want to keep these enemies at 445 so I don't get spotted with my ass towards the enemy. And, you know, if they poke, we'll have shots, and then we should be able to maybe actually bring this game around, depending on how well this goes. So you can see the E50M's testing the corner there. So I didn't shoot immediately. I waited for him to commit a bit. Oh, fuck. He had optics. Okay, I'm just putting the building in between myself and them. So what I'm going to do is get unspotted, probably get Arty'd. Arty fired. FE40005 fired, actually. Okay, Arty fired, good. Now I can guess that the 4005 is actually on this corner right here. So I'm going to blind fire in a sec. There you go. I think I hit the 400005. Put another shot just in case we can get the kill. That one went in as well, I think. So I'm just going to keep shooting here if I'm hitting something. I don't really... I feel like there's a tank here. Do you see these shots? I don't know what it looks like to shoot it. What the fuck is happening? I don't know if that pattern's gonna light me. Okay, so to me it looked like a lot of those went in. What I'm gonna try doing, because I'm moving, is shooting at... Oh, okay. So if you shoot a dead tank, the shells just disappear. Okay, so that is probably the game. Oh, I really hope this FE one-shots the grill. Wouldn't that be great? Either way, we should have the jump on this guy. Like, we're going to get here first, so we will get another 400, probably like at least one shot here. So auto-aim, good. Then we stop. Okay, now we have to rush for more damage. On the move on the RD2. How many on the move shots have we hit this game? That's what this tank's good at. Oh my god. 3,200 damage. It would have been a 2,500 damage game if I hadn't hit those shots earlier on. What? Like this map, man. The thing is with the map design is in tier 10, you saw, their whole team had to go here. Same with ours. So what can you do? On to the next. God damn, so we're on the map Steppes. Now this is actually a really good map, and I'm really excited, but the problem is, like, for me, it's going to be really difficult to do well because they've got multiple mediums, and mediums are hard for other mediums to deal with because, you know, if you're playing a medium, you want to shoot people in the side of the turret, but if people are in 140s, the turret's already very rounded, and the turrets rotate so quickly anyways that it's really hard to consistently flank a medium. So what I have to do with the two already and multiple mediums is play the... I could play the one line in this game. I'm going to try that. Okay, so I'm going to make a play that no one really makes, and this is going to be interesting for myself, because we're going to basically go avoid the mediums. I already articulated why they're hard to fight against. I can choose to go fight the 705As and the Mouse, and they're in a platoon. There's no way, like, they might go to the 9 line, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to be going to the 1-2 line, and I think that's ultimately where I'll get the best results. Now, interestingly, I've never played here. I'm watching this 140. Is he going to get shots? No way. If he manages to hit campers, that would be hilarious. My main thing here, I think, is to kind of play the G1 corner, and we're not going to do a whole lot of damage on this flank, but once we win it, we can get behind the enemies, and I think that's where we're going to be successful. So, they've got Shocker, all those mediums coming up this way. Now, what I want to do... This guy's pushing. Okay, so this is what you would call retarded. Now, I'm going to load heat, and we're going to shoot these guys twice. Maybe 3 times, and then leave. I want to get the early damage to try to force my team to win this flank. My team is inevitably going to try to lose this one, and if I can shoot these guys a few times. Okay, if I was the batshit, I'd be YOLOing me, so I'm just going to leave. And that's kind of what I was looking for by early damage. We got to the position early, spotted them maybe for Arty. Hopefully we don't get hit as we run, so I'm going to stay on the slope to make myself a smaller target for Arty. If I was on flat ground, it's easier for Arty to hit me. And we're able to get out of there with 321 damage, 220 spotting. Honestly, that's a really good result to start off a game on this flank, on this map. So the question is, what next? So we've got a Kronwagen, a Leopard, a Scent, an FV, all sniping in base, and myself, so I guess I can't really talk. What I want to do is I wanted to rotate to the other side of the map and kind of help out with this, because I think that's where the game, like, oh, I would have hit that guy. That would have been cool. I think that's where the team needs the most help right now, and so I'm just going to get myself over to this side of the map and try to shoot the enemies as they come in. Now, what you can do on this map, I think it's really well designed, because it doesn't give you overpowered TD positions, but you have positions that you can shoot once or twice from and then fall back. So from here, we can just sit in the middle of the open because they're actually playing really badly, We're just going to use our DPM here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on tanks that I can kill and hit consistently. So, you know, E50M, if he gives me a side, that's perfect. I'm going to shoot at the M48 Patton next. That's a bit harder to pen than the 50M, but there you go. Now the Scent. These are harder to hit. So, you know, I was just picking my targets there, trying to hit what I was likely to pen. Now, this guy's moving up. I don't think he knows he's spotted. Put one into him. It's up to 1,000 damage is exactly what we need. He's going to continue... Okay, he falls back just like he should. Put a shot to the Scent. That one goes low, which is fine. So I have to check the map to make sure there's no light YOLOing the mid. They have that EBR, right? So if he surfed this ridge, I would be lit in the middle of the open. Now, I could drive into the ditch, and that's really what I would do. But to get lit here would be really, really bad. So 62A is not pushing up. This guy sure is. We can put a shot in his direction. That one goes in. Even though it looked like it was going to hit his turret, we can put another one into him. So I'm reversing to get these shots. Get the kill. That's exactly what we need. Now, if you take a look at the map, look at the one line right now. Do you think we're going to win the one line? Because I sure don't. I think what's going to happen is these tanks are going to lose. That's an EBR. Is he going to light me? This is not... What the fuck is that EBR doing? Regardless, I think we're going to lose... Oh! Incredible. So that guy just got one shot. I think we might lose the one line. If not, actually, this game might be a win. Like a really bad Raffle Stomp win. So how do I get more damage out of this? Well, Kronvan's pushing in like this. These guys are gonna die. The best play for me to get more damage out of this game is, like, you would think it's to go shoot at the Mouse, the 705s. They'd have a lot of HP, but they're gonna get clipped out by the Kronvagen. That's not gonna be good. I can play over here to try to farm, like, get as much as I can as quickly as possible. Now, this is really risky, because I'm basically going and fighting 3 full HP tanks, but I want the damage right now. I want the spotting. Like, anything I can get is going to be a huge help. Now, I also have to watch out from that bad shot. So what you can do if you're ever retaking this is you can come into this bull right here. That'll give you really nice shots on this 62A, basically. Get the kill on him with auto-aim, and then it looks like... Okay, the bad shot's definitely fallen back. We don't know where their 430 is. So I'm surfing on the ridge just to be bait. I want them to shoot at me because I want them to crest. I want to start engaging people, basically. So I'm making myself an easy target here, but it's thought out. Like, I'm not being an idiot about it. Now... Maybe I am being an idiot about it as I push into this bad shot, but here's the 430. Spot him. Hopefully he dies. I'm going to go for his track right here just to try to get some assists. He damaged my fuel tanks, so I'm going to have to repair those because this is a 140. There's another 140. And here I can isolate this 140, so I can get held down against this guy. Okay, get the track. Hopefully he doesn't damage my fuel tanks. Going to go for another retrack here. Good. That's the 430 to my side. This guy's not looking at me. Maybe we can pick up the kill right here. Okay, we do. Now we're going to engage the 430, the Batshot, and the Conqueror GC. Up to 3k damage. Do want more for sure. Okay, so I might take a hit here. Lamprey pushes me. That's okay. We can get another one. I'm watching the Batshot on the map right there. So he's there, right? And so I have to be careful about engaging him. He ammo-racks me, which is annoying, but it's not that big. A lot of people take ammo-racks a lot more seriously than they are. It's not that big of a deal. I can just kind of play this angle and, you know, I have half the DPM, but it's whatever. So this guy fires. I think he'll beat my reload with the ammo rack. That's fine. I want to get 1 or 2 more shots of damage. The 430 fires. The Batshot, in my opinion, should be poking here or living, but basically I'm going to drive around this corner as quickly as I can. Okay, I would be trying to catch me out there. Doesn't happen. Okay. Batshot could just be in the bushes. Hopefully we get some spotting. Gonna go for a track too. He misses. I think that's the end of me. He high rolled. Okay. I was like, if I wasn't ammo-racked there, I would have had an extra shot. Still 42-41, 1600 assist. That's a great game. I'm really happy with that one, actually. So I feel like the 140 is very underpowered right now. If you look at the list of top 50 140 players, like, none of them do well. They're all around 3,200 damage per game. There's one player who does 3,500 damage per game, and then everyone else is 3k. So, you know, when this thing was good, everyone would be 3,500 to 4.2k, basically. The best player would be at 4.2k. Some insane... I'm not going to say anything racist right now, but you know what I mean. That's a really good game, actually. My session hasn't been that great, but we'll see if we raise the mark at all. There you go, 90.11. So it actually fell with that bad airfield game. We're going to play one more, see if we can get another good result. Another top tier, this is another all tier 10 game on the map, Cliff. So what I was saying is that, like, compared to a lot of tank destroyers, just as an example. TDs are the most common class for people to play right now. This thing really does badly because people can pen your turret. You don't have a very strong turret, so a lot of people have the misconception that the Russian turrets are good. They're reliable against like tier 9s, but once you're up against tier 10 TDs, a lot of TD positions are elevated, first of all. And so if you're shooting at something like a 140, you're shooting down into the top of its turret, which is a major weak spot. And so on a map like this, for example, if I'm ever engaging K5, I can't trust the fact that I'm hull down to save me. I'm going to have to be hull down and unspotted and just hope that someone snapshots at me and doesn't hit my turret. It's very easy for people to pen this thing's turret. Now, in this game, it's great because there's no arty. So what I can do is I can actually play the mid, which is a play that I'm a huge fan of, and I can come up like this, and I try to shoot lights across on the F line. Now, hopefully that works. I don't know if we'll get there in time. A lot of the lights in this game are way faster than they used to be. Luckily, they only have a WZ132, and, you know, their mediums are definitely on the slow side. So there's a WZ132-1, which skill for Lithuania recently made a video about. We're going to look in his direction, try to put a shot out on the move. He misses, but so do I. Okay, so what I can do here is I can avoid the WZ by coming up to this flank. Like where I am now, it keeps me safe from the WZ, and we're gonna get early shots on people like this 113. Now, I went for the track there because I forgot we didn't have arty. This guy is on the move. Go for a quick poke. Now, one thing I'm doing is even though these guys are on the move, I'm not overexposing myself. This is gonna get a shot. Can I bait this guy into the E4 or something? All right, so we get a free early shot of damage. That's fine. I really like that angle. I think it's really good to play, and, you know, they had fast heavies. Their whole team went over here. So looking at the map, actually, they're going to win this flank just off of numbers. So what I have to do, in my opinion, is I want to... We're not going to challenge this fight. If we're in, like... The wrong thing to do is to poke on this ridge. It's just going to get you shot by their whole team. So what I can do is instead is I can move to play the 9-0. It looks like we do have some support with us. Weird. Okay, so T100's being very aggressive. So normally what I would do is I would stop right here and I'd wait for them to come around the corner because, you know, but we have the T100 light tank who's being very aggressive and they don't have much arty. So if I get up to here, right here, looking on my screen, I can get behind their Kronwagen, their 430U, 277, and so on, put shots into their asses, which is always extremely fun. Now, they've controlled the middle of the map. Our whole team is in C1. There's nothing I can do about that except continue this flank. Luckily, I don't rely on any of those players while I'm making this play. I can very easily escape if I have to, and we've even got bushes to make this type of thing a bit easier. Now, these are always hard to make because there's a lot of debris in the way, so what I can do is I can auto-aim people. That just helps me shoot through debris, and if I've got this 277... There we go, put a shot into him. We're up to 600 damage, so this is exactly what we need, especially if our team isn't doing that great. So, more auto-aim. This is just to shoot through the bloody fences. See if this one goes in. Yeah, that one goes in. And that's where you would use auto-aim. Like, it's a really good tool in this type of situation. Now, you could drive up this ramp. What that will do is it will get you spotted. So right now, this Progetto doesn't know I'm here, you know, until I start shooting at him. If I got lit, he would know. That would kind of blow my position. And now that my 57 Heavy's here as well, you know, this position is going to get blown anyway. So put a shot into the Progetto. That's a second shot. This guy's going to push in. They have so many TDs. This is a really bad play. They've got a 430 who will have spotted me, and I'm just going to pull back. Like, this is not a position that I really want to test my luck on. With the 430 up there, no arty to help us out. He's in a position that's just going to dominate ours. And really, what I would want to do is I would want to try to play an angle like this and shoot these guys if they happen to get spotted. So STRV puts one into me. Clearly, I'm still lit. Luckily, it wasn't anything bigger, and I'm just going to pull out of there, not play that angle anymore. I don't think the 57 is going to spot the STRV, so really, I'm just not going to stay in the shadow of that Object 430U. So, come back to here. We'll see what happens. What can I do? We're winning the mid of the map, so I could always go take the hill, challenge the 430, I guess. I don't think that's a good idea. I think we are going to have to maybe carry this game, like... If we want to win, I think we'll have to do very well. So I'm not going to take the risk of driving up the fucking hill to kill a single 430 who's not really, you know, terrorizing my entire team. Now, here's bad. I might not spot anyone over here. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get shot. If I can return blind fire if they hit my turret here, or if they shoot near me, I can kind of guess where they are. So I'm just sitting here hull down, hoping the STRV takes a shot at my turret. If I get hit, I'm okay with that. I have the HP. So STRV takes a shot. We see the Badger instead. I'd rather just shoot at him. Now, right now, I'm going to need heat for the Badger. I see the 113 behind me. He dies, which is great. And right now, we actually have no TDs in the good TD position back here. So I could always take that position. That might be helpful, especially with fighting the 430. This guy needs to move. Yeah, I'm not going to block him. So you can see the 430 came down to YOLO the E4, and the E4 responded perfectly. I think this guy's right here. I'm going to put a shot into that bush. He might not be literally in that bush. Most CD players don't sit next to rocks. They sit like there. So there you go. He wasn't there. It's good to know at least. And I've got heat because it's a fucking STRV. Okay, now I'm going to back off. I want this guy to crest over the ridge all the way if he has to get shots. His gun depression, even though he has great gun depression, it's going to be a challenge for him. And if he looks away, I can start to poke in. This guy's here. It's frustrating that the E4 didn't shoot him, but oh well. Okay, so we're down HP. This game is still not close. No, it's still very close, which is really frustrating. And, well, that Badger's probably returned into his position. Kronwagen's pushing up. The Kronwagen might move again to try to get more shots on people. Doesn't happen. 430 using still a strong position. The thing is that TVP should deal with a 430U if it becomes a problem. So right now the best play for them is to get up to there. Yeah, exactly. Gonna fall back. I don't know if I'm spotted right now. Put a shot into the 430U. So now I have to hold this angle and basically try to outplay this guy. He's in the better position for sure. He's also got the better tank. Really, it's great that we don't have Artie. Now, if we had Artie, that would help me, but, you know, what can I do? I need this 430U to push in, right? And I think the 277 is going to try that as well. I can also kind of fall back into, if I'm not spotted, I can fall back and take a quick shot. I don't think the STRV is still there. So I'm going to make this play. Good, into the grill. So that one bounced, but that's fine. I just need to keep trying to use this position. Kronvan shot heat at me, so he does definitely have shots in me. Luckily that turret worked. I'm not going to poke on the HE spammer. Let's shoot at the 430 instead. Jesus, there's the STRV. Do I have support? Not really. .430 is going to shoot. Yeah, nothing I can do there. So, honestly, I think if I got into A5, that would have been a better position. However, 2587 damage, 1420 spotting, like, I guess not that great. But hey, I thought it was an interesting game. I actually really enjoyed it. I had fun, which is important when you're playing a tank that's as uncompetitive as the 140. There you go. And yeah, I think I'm going to call the video here. No need to look at the end plates. The whole team went one line, and I was impressed by how untoxic I was. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. I think a lot of people don't play their 140, and I definitely think that's the right thing to do with this tank. Just let it collect dust in your garage. It's very uncompetitive compared to every other tank in the game right now. But hey, I want a 3-mark it, so I need to get the Mark of Excellence up there. And yeah, thanks for watching. Naturally, the game I play immediately after this recording. P.S. The first game I played after the recording session was 5,800 damage, 4 kills on a loss on Redshire. Of course, only when I stop recording does it get like this. What's the Mark of Excellence? I think I forgot to check. Yeah, we're up to 90.86. So honestly, overall, that's pretty good. So far, this session in this tank has been 2,900 DPG with that great game. But hey, thanks for watching this video. Really appreciate it. See you next time. Bye for now.